It's a new year, that means it's a new location. You see the logo. We at the King Room. It's No Sudden Moves TV.
Finna get him, hit him up, hit him up. Finna get him, pull him down, pull him down. Finna get him, get him. You know I'm finna get him, get him.
What's going on, everybody? It's your man, DJ SwampThing. Welcome to No Sudden Moves TV. New location down here at the King Room. We're starting off a brand new year. This is our first show for the season. And if you don't know what this show is about, it's all about bringing more light to everybody who's shaking and moving, independent underground artists of all crafts right here in Columbus, Ohio. We're gonna start this thing off right. My first guest hails from Northern High School. She's homegrown. Went to Bowling Green for a while, but now she's back. And at 25, already breaking grounds in the comedy scene. It's my homegirl, NandiB. What up?
I'm doing good.
How you?
Good. I'm doing real good. How are you?
Good. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it.
No problem. Anytime.
Yeah. So I know this is about to be crazy. I'm so excited about this interview. So I know I introed you a little bit. I know I didn't do it any justice, but go ahead and just tell everybody a little bit about yourself.
Like I said, my name is Nandi Brown originally. I go by NandiBcomedy. Graduated from Bowling Green State University. I got a graphic design degree, minor in entrepreneurship. I originally wanted to open up my own advertising company, but as I started going on with the comedy and started telling jokes, I started realizing I had a different passion.
Okay.
I went to Columbus Spanish Immersion Academy. I'm fluent in Spanish. I'm very outgoing. I'm a cool person. Grew up right here in Columbus, Ohio, and right now I'm just starting a comedy thing. I'm loving it.
So, why comedy though? I mean, you were doing murals and writing drawing book covers. What happened?
See, it originally started with me just being around my friends who know me, and the more I started telling jokes, they're just like, man, you should do stand-up comedy, and I never took it serious. So then it started with Snapchat. Like I said, I started doing Snapchat. I started getting about 600, 800 views, and people telling me like, I would come see you. And I'm like, let me step on the stage. Let me see what I can do. And my first time was a success, and I haven't stopped since then.
So, let me ask you this: do you write all of your own material?
I write everything. Sometimes I write more than I think I should be writing.
Okay.
But like I said, I carry around a notebook every single day, and every time something happens, even if it's not funny, I write it down. Even if it's weird, I go off of that, and I just keep on going. I'm spontaneous.
Right.
I'm real spontaneous, you know.
Now, as you're writing, or before you write, or as you're writing, like where do you usually find your material at? Like out in the street, around peers?
I find it around everybody. But it's like, and some people get mad because they become my joke. You know, like if you do something, I'm like, I'm going to use you as my material, you know? But I get it from, majority of the time, it's very rare that I get it off of the internet or something, but sometimes that's my go-to. But I love real life situations. I love real life situations. So when things happen in front of me, like I just go by it and I pull out my book and I just start writing. You can't even, I'm in my zone.
Right.
And you can't even mess with me for like 20 minutes. Like I just go off of one sentence, I'll just keep going.
Wow. now a little bit backtracking as you go into prep. Like what is something you always do before you hit stage? Because everybody's got their thing, their little, jitterbugs or whatever it is. Like right before you go on stage, what is something you have to do?
I have to pray. That's real.
Okay. That's real.
With that. And then the crazy thing is, I go into the bathroom and I go over my lines, and I'm in my zone. If you see me anywhere, I'm really not talking to anybody. I'm in my zone to make sure I'm doing it. And there's not anything weird I do. I just stay to myself and I go over my lines in my head multiple times, and I just vibe, vibe with myself and just get in the zone. Right.
So I've heard, but I've seen both high profile comedians and comedians trying to come up at one time or another just bomb the set. So what happens to your psyche when that happens? Like how do you get the crowd back at you?
I don't want to make this sound bad, but I just said this the other day. I've never bombed. I don't know how that feels.
Come on.
Everything. Okay. Every stand-up I've ever did is posted. I've never bombed. My first time I went up there, I had them cracking up the whole time. And I'm very humble about that. I don't never think like I'm better or anything like that. I'm just very humbled that that happened to me. And I know maybe it may happen one day. Everybody's gonna have it. And I actually expect it just so I can know how to get up, you know, once it happens. But I've never experienced a bomb. Never.
Well, we'll knock on wood, make sure that.
You know, please don't jinx it. You talk about it and stuff like that. next show, I'm gonna be done.
Right.
Career over.
And she gonna be looking at me like,
Right, turn around just like this. Like,
I'll be. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm coming right for you.
Never sat down with her at all. So, just like hip hop and things like that, you know, even comedy seems to be more of a male dominant area. First of all, who's your most influential?
I would have to say Kevin Hart.
What?
It's between
I just
Kevin.
warned you was gonna say a female.
You know, it's between, because it's not a lot of female comedians that really stand out to me, but Kevin Hart, and it's between him and Cat Williams. But
Okay.
if I had to pick, like, shoot or dead,
Yeah.
Cat Williams, you know, like, cause I really enjoy Kevin Hart. I think it's more his personality, and it matches my personality. That separates me from a lot of people, but female comedians, there are a lot, but I think I relate more to the male and how they approach the stage. I relate more to them and how they bring it.
Okay, all right. Well, I ain't mad at that. I'm definitely mad at that. But okay, so you know, again, back to my last statement about it kind of being more male dominated. You know, what do you feel like, or how much road do you think has been paved so far from specifically female comedians in order for you to, you know, keep it moving in this field?
I don't think our road has been paved enough, honestly. I think that we're underrated. I think that people don't think that we're able to be as funny as male, because it is a male-dominated entertainment scene, and you don't see female comedy, stand-up comedians a lot.
Okay.
But that's what makes me more hungry, you know, to show them that I can compete with them.
Right.
You know, actually, it's like it's competition to me. It makes me want to do it harder. But I don't think the road is paved for us. I think that we have to work harder, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But to me, it's exciting. Like,
Okay.
you know, it's exciting to me. I'm what?
You know what? I embrace that you embrace the challenge.
You know,
so we good with that. We good with that.
I'm excited.
Hey, we're gonna be right back. We still got their homegirl, NandiB. So we're gonna come back and talk about some more stuff with it. Don't go nowhere. You're watching No Sudden Moves TV.
Man, I'm winning. I feel like I was the face of a cow at the back of his head as he run from the battle. This freak gets deep when you ain't got a paddle.
Welcome back. It's No Sudden Moves TV. Still here with NandiB. I'm your man, DJ SwampThing. What? Why are you laughing?
No,
I
I'm
messed
just
it
saying
up?
hey.
Oh,
No, I'm
okay.
just saying hey.
I've been messing up her name all day, so.
Man,
You
get
know,
it?
yeah.
How you gonna
it's
interview
all
me and
love,
not
it's
know my
all
name?
love. I know.
It's all love and I don't know her name. No, like come on.
So I'm a big hip hop head, and a lot of times when I talk to artists, the question always comes about around the use of profanity, the N-word specifically, and all of that good stuff, B-word too. So in comedy, do you believe that that's something that's necessary or no?
I think that it depends on the person's personality.
Okay.
When you're doing your comedy, you have to be who you are. That's what makes you more funny and separates you from everybody else.
Right.
So it really just depends on who it is. If you're at a setting where you're in a church setting, you can not translate, but you can change the way that your tone is, you change your vocabulary, but it's really what you're comfortable with. And I am comfortable with using those type of words. It's just how I grew up. It just comes out when I'm talking. So that's just how I am, and I just really feel like it's the person. It feels like whoever it is, whoever's doing the stand-up.
Yeah, I kind of agree. Now, do you find yourself having to change a little bit if you were unfamiliar about the crowd that you were going to be in?
100%. You can ask anybody. I will not do a show if I see someone who I feel like will be offended by my comedy.
Okay.
I get really sensitive about that. I think that's the way I was raised, and I say it's your personality. And if I feel like it's someone who would not, you know, especially if the show is not paid. Like if it's paid and I knew you were coming to see me and you knew, you know, who I was already, I will go with the flow. But if you didn't and I'm coming to a different setting, I would really either try to switch up what I'm doing or just not perform at all, because I really do care about who's in the crowd. It really matters.
You've done that before. You've not done a
I've done it recently.
Really?
I've done it recently. You were here when I did it.
I don't remember. I'm just interviewing. I don't remember. Okay. I respect that. Do you think in the long run though, you might not have that decision to make? You you agree with that?
That's absolutely true, and that's something that I'm gonna have to work on with my craft.
Okay.
Being more prepared, maybe having more than one show, and I do understand I'm gonna have to make adjustments as the time I move on. And my mom always tells me all the time, like, you don't have to cuss, you don't have to do that, you know, because she hasn't been to a show yet, so it's like even when she's here, I'm gonna feel different, you know. But I don't know. It just depends on, like I said, the crowd. And once I start getting more into it, I think it is going to have to be something that I might have to adjust to or learn how to adjust to with the crowds instead of just backing away because I lose opportunities, you know?
Yeah, definitely don't want to. Definitely want to see you big and big things.
And I just think about other comedians, so I wonder what they did when they were coming up. Like, did they do that? Like, you know, when you think about Bernie Mac and all those people who it's going to be like that. I don't know, but I guess that's just something I can learn down the road.
Comedian you want to open up for?
Period, point blank. I love him. I surpass. I would probably cry if I ever got that phone call. I would definitely cry. It's just, and it's not even, it's his comedy, but it's him as a person. I'm very a personal person, and I love personality. I love what you do outside of the comedy. I love how you are as a person. And I've seen him do, every time he has a comedy show, like you see the beginning of his shows, he'll talk about his life and stuff. And I can relate to a lot of things that he does, so that's why. And then Cat Williams would be right there to him. Like, I would love to do that. But it's just somebody after the show I could talk to and relate to and have a conversation with. That's my main thing. Okay. At the end of the day.
Where's Nandi B in 5 years?
5 years? I'm trying to be having my own. Listen to me.
That's all right.
That's why I do comedy. I'm a teacher. But I want to be on a great path to comedy. I want to have my own shows. I want to be on HBO. Those are my main goals. Like, this is my life now. I dedicate everything to this. If I'm not at work, I'm at home writing. Like, I don't go to the club no more. I don't really even hang out with friends. I just write comedy. So in 5 years, I would probably want to be in a stable place with my own show. And
it's funny you bring up, being at home writing and stuff and not going up, because I was going to ask, as of right now, how much work do you have to put in to continue to perfect your craft?
More than I thought I did. Because I started noticing after I've been doing this for over a year now. So I started noticing after a lot of shows that I was being recognized for the fact that every show is new.
Right.
I didn't know I was doing that on purpose. I just do it because I feel like that's what's necessary if people are coming to see me. So now it's like, I feel like I have to stick to that.
Yeah.
So I started doing way more work than I was doing before. And I would go over old shows and be like, okay, you gotta take that out, you gotta take that out, do something different. What are they gonna look for now?
Yeah.
So I do overwork myself, and it's way more work than I thought. And then I have fun with it. Doing the show is the fun part. So it's work, but it pays off in the end. So it's not like work.
Definitely.
That's the best part.
And like I said, I've seen you, a couple of times now, and you always, one thing that I noticed is that throughout, or if not a big part, I don't know if you do it on purpose, but you always engage the crowd. The crowd is always involved somehow.
Right.
So, with which I think is a big part of it.
Right, exactly. That's my main thing. It's a little secret, but every single, don't tell nobody, but every show, I think of one big thing that's gonna be like, there it is, like this, this is my thing, or this is that joke, this is that punchline. Like, every single show I have to do something that I know that everybody would enjoy, no matter where you come from, your background or anything, you're gonna enjoy this joke. It's very personal. So I make sure I incorporate that to every show, every time.
Man, well, I sure appreciate you here.
No problem. I appreciate you having me here.
You gotta tell everybody what's next.
Every Tuesday we are at the King's Room. You can always catch me here every Tuesday.
Right.
But I have a lot of shows coming up. I have the comedy. Just Joking Comedy coming up on March 22nd. Yeah. That's one of the biggest shows, and it's also here at the King's Room.
Right.
I'm actually starting my own open mic show called It's a Joke Wednesdays at Lincoln Cafe. That starts the Just Joking is March 18th. I apologize. My show is March 22nd. Okay. And I'm going to have open mic. I'm going to have an introduction show, have local artists come perform for me, and after that, I'll be performing in LA April 29th, a comedy show, competition. Hopefully that goes well. It's just a lot of comedy. I have about 10, 11 shows coming up back to back. Just enjoying it. That's just
And how do people follow you? Gotta throw the social media out there.
NandiBcomedy, NandiB comedy. Follow me anywhere on social media. That is my name, or Nandi Brown. You can reach me at any of those. Facebook is Nandi Brown. Snapchat is where it's at, but that is MANI_IDEAS, Manny Ideas. That's the best thing you could probably laugh at every day. But that's where you can reach me.
Give it up. Y'all give it up for Nandi B, man. Hey, make sure you stay tuned for the next ones. It's No Sudden Moves. I'm your homeboy, DJ SwampThing. Big shout out to our guests. Big shout out to the King Room. Big shout out to my guy behind the camera, Tap Tap. Make sure you follow him and take multiple shots as well.
Shout out to yourself.
Shout out to myself. We'll see you next time. We out.
Yeah, she turned on to me. She turned on to me. Yeah, she turned on to me. Yeah, she turned on to me. Yeah, she turned on to me. They be afraid like a black cat. I took her heart and gave it right back. You don't know the meaning of fight back. I'm on a plane, I got my flight back. I got the breeze like I'm Drew. I know them hitters gon' wait. Run.